Hey everybody, it's Russ Walker with RE/MAX Premier Realty here in Ocala, Florida, and today we're going to talk about golf cart insurance. Today we are here with Jeannine Ordway with Ordway Insurance Company in Ocala, Florida. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, I work for Allstate, been in town for 37 years. We're in beautiful downtown Ocala, and we're just happy to answer any questions that you may have for us.
Great, because we have some questions today. First of all, Jeannine, tell us about golf cart insurance. Give us a rough idea what goes on, because I don't know what it does, so tell me. Just give me some brief idea.
Okay, so when you're buying a golf cart and you want to protect the value that you have invested into your golf cart, if you have a golf cart insurance policy, they will provide collision and comprehensive, which includes theft, of your golf carts. If you've invested, say, $10,000, you would get that back. So that's a great way to have the investment protected.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I have a question for you. First of all, in our communities, they're required to have insurance on their golf carts. And I guess it's mostly for liability, I would assume, but what happens if you bump somebody?
Right, we would consider that in the insurance industry, you're liable. And you would want to have the liability protection, because if you were to bump somebody and they fell over, got injured, something like that, they may need to go to the hospital. Who's going to pay for those bills? If you have your liability insurance in place, the insurance company would step in and pick those up. If you're being sued, they would also provide counsel for you inside of that policy. So it's a very good deal.
Okay.
Even if you don't feel you need the value of your golf cart covered, we would at least like to have that protection for you for the liability.
So you're gonna take care of the medical bills of the person and you're gonna pay court costs and attorney fees?
Right, because
Okay.
sometimes people feel they're injured more than just what they're paying out to the hospital.
Gotcha.
And they may have an injury that requires a little bit more due to pain and suffering. And that's where those lawsuits come into
Okay.
play here in Florida.
You have an example? You could.
Sure.
Okay.
One of my customers was getting ready to take off for the golf course. And he had his golf cart and he did not realize one of the folks was gonna walk in front of his golf cart. He put the gas on, it did that lurch, and it bumped somebody. Even though there was no blood involved, he was able to sue for $100,000.
Holy cow. And your customer was insured?
And our company paid out $100,000 on behalf of our customer.
I can't imagine for you guys what it would be like to have to shell out $100,000 out of pocket. So this sounds like a pretty good protection here. Okay, that brings up another question for me though.
Okay.
What if I have someone in my golf cart and they fall out? I turn left, they think I'm turning right, and they fall out.
Right.
So what happens?
We would call that guest liability protection. Very important. It is optional with our company. Please check with your own company and find out what they have available for you. But we offer it, and we do feel it's a part of the comprehensive plan that we would provide for everybody when they buy our policies.
Okay, so you have a whole package of things you can put in there to protect our customers.
Correct.
Okay. Another question. What if I want to trick out my golf cart? I want to put some special rims on it and I want a stereo system and something happens to my golf cart. Is that covered? Because sometimes they don't cover that.
We would provide an option for that. It's called optional protection for when you trick it out. And we could upgrade it. Let's say you put $3,000 extra into your MSRP of your new golf cart. We're happy to upgrade that for you so that the full cost would be protected.
All right, we had a customer one time that had a golf cart that had air conditioning and a Bose sound system in it, so I guess that could be covered. Okay. Okay, Jeannine, another question. What if someone in another golf cart or in an automobile struck me and they weren't insured? And now my golf cart is destroyed and I'm in the hospital. Can you help?
Yes. Like on a regular automobile insurance policy, we would offer uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. which is very valuable, like you're saying. Let's say you have the right of way on the golf cart path and somebody didn't see that you were still on the golf cart path, hit you, and yes, that uninsured motorist would kick in for your benefit this time.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so now we got a question everybody's wondering right now. What's it gonna cost me? Okay, so let's start with sort of a basic policy where I'm covered for liability. What do you think that would cost?
Our entry-level policy starts at $50 a year.
Oh, that's affordable.
Very affordable.
Okay, so now I wanna add uninsured motorists. What do you think that would add a little bit?
Anywhere from probably $40 to $70 a year, depending on what level. Are you gonna get the $10,000 plan, or are you gonna get the $250,000 plan?
So maybe $100 would hit that. Now, I want the works. I want coverage for everything. What's that gonna run me?
Yep, so my maxed out policies typically run around $200 a year.
Okay, so for $200 a year, I'm completely covered for everything that could go wrong, and up to like $200,000. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, that is some great information, and I know everyone wants to know that because sometimes people move here and hey, I don't know about golf cars. I've never lived in a golf car community. So great information. We really appreciate that. Any words of wisdom before we close out?
Just pick a solid company with a good brand.
You mean like Allstate?
Like Allstate.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks everybody. I've enjoyed this conversation today, and if you have any questions at all, you can call us. And you know what? Jeannine's phone number is right here, down below. Go ahead and give her a call too. Just mention this video, and she'll know that you're working with us, and she'll take great care of you. Everyone, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Russ and Emily.
You're welcome.